Historic and crippling, just a few of the terms used to describe our weekend blizzard. KNEB.TV news starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Scott Miller. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thank you for joining us. The Nebraska Panhandle, Colorado Front Range, and most of Wyoming digging out from a powerful late winter snowstorm that led to airport and road closures, power outages, and avalanche warnings. The National Weather Service said the storm dropped some 3 feet of snow in the Cheyenne area and even more in some mountainous locations. Portions of interstates in Wyoming and Colorado remaining closed, the biggest of which may be Interstate 80 westbound from Kearney all the way across Wyoming. And NDOT District 5 engineer Doug Hovitt tells us that means considering alternatives if trying to travel west.
One thing to consider, though, is if the interstate is closed, a lot of those alternate routes, especially in those heavy snowfall areas, will also be closed. So, for example, parallel routes on I-80 would be Highway 30 in the Panhandle. And if I-80 has a snow drifting issue, it's very likely that Highway 30 will also.
WYDOT is saying that it could be this coming Friday before Interstate 80 is completely open for travel across that state. Just over 27 inches of snow fell at Denver International Airport, making it the 4th biggest in that city's history. NWS officials say observations for Scottsbluff included an official measurement of 13 inches of snow. Well, Scottsbluff County road crews, meanwhile, making progress clearing county roadways in an effort that started early on hundreds of miles of work. Superintendent Linda Grummert telling KNEB News the department's plan was to clear the oil roadways first, followed by working to clear the gravel roadways. Grummert says staff is hoping to get to the gravel as soon as possible ahead of any increase in temperatures.
That mud underneath just makes it all that much slower. And we'll chain up the blades and try not to tear up the roads any more than we have to. But we will get through them and we will get around to them. It's just going to take some time.
Initial plans were set to have the crews out by 4 a.m., but improved wind and weather conditions allowed county roads to get out a bit earlier. Lake Minnetonka State Recreation Area is closed to the public until further notice after a waterfowl die-off was reported to Nebraska Game and Parks Commission just before the weekend. Staff responded to the report Friday and collected the waterfowl, which are being tested for cause of death. Lake Minnetonka is serving as a stopover location for migratory fowl, including Canada geese, snow geese, ducks, and swans. Additional information, including when the park will reopen, will be released as it becomes available online at outdoornebraska.org. Game and Parks officials tell us the results from the tests will take some time before they're available. Well, coming up right after the break, Bill Boyer has details on some additional snow expected before we start warming up again. That's next, right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, as promised, it was a historic winter storm that came across the area over the past 24 hours, 48 to 72 hours actually, and we're not quite done with it yet. That storm system's still responsible for pushing some snow into our area here as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening hours. That should taper off as we get after midnight and then lead us with cloudy skies for tomorrow as the storm system finally moves away. So we have more accumulating snow tonight. It's going to be light, though. Then clearing out starts tomorrow. The warm-up is on the way, but it's going to be slow. And then we have another late weekend system that's going to be with us again. Yesterday, just 38 and a low of 29. That was right before midnight, down to that 29. We fell a little cooler than that this morning. Beneficial moisture out of this system. As you could see, we are at an inch 54 now for the month. That's a little low out the Scottsbluff Airport compared to some of the other totals we've had in the area. Anywhere from an inch and a half to 4 inches of moisture out of this system. It has been a very, very moist system. But we're well above normal now. It's putting a huge dent into the drought that we have, although it's certainly not over. We need a couple more of those to get us there. Temperatures coolest here across the panhandle as that cold air continues to filter in. And that's been probably one of the biggest issues is that cold air has just continued its path in here to the area, and we haven't been able to slow it down. And unfortunately, that is what's causing the cold air to filter back around that low pressure system. You can see where it's sitting in the warmer air off to the south and east of it, and that is dropping those temperatures back into the 30s here across our area. And it looks like we're going to stay in the 30s as we go through the overnight hours tonight and down into the 20s as well. Winds are out of the south-southwest at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, dropping those wind chills down into the 20s. Well, let's take a look at our bus stop forecast tomorrow. If we're dug out and get the kids back to school, we'll be in the 20s on the way to school and on the way home in the 30s with mostly cloudy skies below normal for this time of year. So here's the snow out here that we have going across the area tonight. It's going to gradually taper off as you see the system pull away. This is wraparound snow behind it, and it's going to continue here for the next couple of hours into the early morning hours tomorrow. Then it should be done and pulled out away from the area. Don't be surprised that maybe see a few lingering snow flurries tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 20s overnight for lows. Now tomorrow, any remnants of those snow flurries and showers quickly taper off. A lot of clouds to start the day, but there is some clearing coming later on in the day, and that's going to help push our temperatures up to maybe start a little bit of melting out there, but it's going to stay pretty cloudy over the next 24 to 36 hours here across the area. Temperatures tomorrow not going much of anywhere, especially in those snow-covered areas. We'll be in the 30s. And that's one of the problems with this warm-up. There's so much snow on the ground, especially to our west. It's going to make the warm-up quite difficult. As we look at precip coming, this is just from this system tonight, another couple of tenths of an inch of moisture not out of the question, and enough that we may see a little bit of accumulating snow out there, maybe an inch or two. That's probably about all we're going to muster out of the area here. Most everybody an inch or less, but a couple of areas might pick up an inch or two. And this might be a little more heavily favored in the North Platte River Valley tonight. So look for periods of snow with an inch or two out there tonight. Lows down into the 20s. Tomorrow we will start to clear out later on in the day, but there'll still be more clouds than sun. Definitely below normal with temperatures only in the upper 30s. Our 7-day forecast, we get back into the 40s maybe on Wednesday, then definitely by Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, we've got temps into the 50s. The first day of spring on Saturday brings us another system in with showers coming in late on Saturday and then rain and snow showers Sunday into Monday, and temps fall back into the 40s. That system this weekend not nearly as strong as the one we just got done with, but yet another shot of getting some beneficial moisture here across the region.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Shula Red Angus's 39th annual production bull sale on March 25th is offering 130 registered Red Angus bulls born, raised, and performance tested on the ranch, utilizing large, equal opportunity contemporary groups. Don't miss out on 35 Shula Red composites that are built for improved fertility, longevity, and yield. As cow-calf producers, breeding, developing, and managing the herd will always have their customer and their bottom dollar in mind. For more information, call 308-262-0306 or visit their website at shularedangus.com.
Welcome back, everyone. A 19-year-old Scottsbluff man has been arrested on 2 counts of felony first-degree sexual assault of a minor. A warrant was issued last Friday for Efren Lovato following a Gering police investigation that started February 10th with a report of a possible sexual assault, with the crime report coming from a school district counselor. In court records, investigators say the 15-year-old recounted she had been using Snapchat with Lovato a few days before, in which Lovato became verbally aggressive and was talking dirty. She felt obligated to talk the same way, exchanged photos, and then agreed on a plan to have sex the following day. In a follow-up capstone interview, the victim said she felt pressured into having sex with Lovato, which happened in a car at a local park. During an interview with Lovato in March, investigators say he admitted to the messaging, including exchange of nude photos, and that the pair had sex, but it was consensual. Lovato is scheduled to make his initial appearance in Scottsbluff County Court this afternoon. Plans are still moving forward on a community garden to be located in a park in Gering. Last week, the city's recreation committee met on Wednesday to go over the current plans and a possible timeline for work on the project, which will be located in McClellan Park. City Parks and Recreations Director Amy Seiler said the nonprofit group that oversaw the greenhouse will be involved, but the first year will likely be somewhat limited to establishment of an initial crop.
The nonprofit group will be doing a large amount of fundraising to make this happen, because we'll have to get water to the site, we'll need to get some electrical, we'll need to get a road built, and so they'll be doing some fundraising. And so this first year it would just be infrastructure development and hopefully getting some of the gardens established for next year. So it'll be a slow process, but we think it's going to be something that would tremendously benefit the community.
Seiler says it's really a great project idea and plans will need to be finalized before more is presented to the City Council. Well, Gering Senator John Stinner received his second COVID-19 vaccination in Scottsbluff just before the weekend. Stinner says the full vaccination will mean freedom from quarantines after having to do so twice since the start of the legislature in January. The first time he and the entire Appropriations Committee that he chairs were ordered to quarantine after a potential exposure, and then Stinner had to quarantine a second time after a staffer was exposed.
We're trying to conduct the budget. You know, we did the hearings. I made it through that. So after the hearings, trying to conclude the budget through that process of going to Zoom and doing a thorough job like you'd like to do. It's we got through it as a committee. But it was a test. This idea of stay-at-home folks they ought to try Zoom for 8 hours a day.
Stinner said the vaccine should be an incentive for people that with continued mask use and social distancing, we can beat this and return to normal. Well, we'll be right back here on KNEB.TV.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
Hey y'all, Heather here with Platte Valley Back & Sew. Platte Valley Back & Sew has been a cornerstone in downtown Scottsbluff since 1977. Our family brings over 100 years combined experience in the vacuum and sewing machine industry. We stand behind all of our products with a warranty you can trust and service you can count on. Whether you decide to shop in-store or online at PlatteValleyBackandSew.com, our quality products and customer care shine through. You can buy online, sign up for classes, see a calendar of classes and events, view our newsletter, and stay up to date. Platte Valley Back & Sew, downtown Scottsbluff, and online to serve you.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between. We're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally, tonight, officials from 2 conservation groups have said they're working to raise $500,000 to fund modification and construction of quarantine pens near Yellowstone National Park so more bison can be transferred to tribes and avoid slaughter. The Billings Gazette reporting that the park's fundraising branch, Yellowstone Forever, and the Greater Yellowstone Coalition, each pledging to raise $250,000, with both groups saying they're more than halfway toward their goals. The Park Service expected to provide another $500,000 to fund the project. Officials say the money will pay for fencing to divide an existing pen in half and build 2 new pens, helping to quarantine the animals to prevent the spread of brucellosis. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you here next time.